Hello, I am Adibola Arojesu. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Vision of Life. This channel is committed to empowering the Nigerian youth, by extension, the African youth, by extension, the world youth. We are so similar. Kemba Ben Carson said that when he's doing an operation, maybe your kidney, we are so similar inside. We are so similar inside. So he's doing an operation. He's not thinking of the color of the skin or the race. We're all the same inside. Whether you're white, you're black, you're yellow, you're green, you have the same liver, the same kidney, the same heart, the same brain. Just that if you are male and female, you have different reproductive organs. But if you are female, you have the same reproductive organ. With a female, there's white, black, blue. If you are male, you have the same reproductive organ with any male anywhere. So we are so similar. It's amazing. It's amazing how similar we are. As someone who have lived in Nigeria and lived in the UK, it's amazing how we are so similar. We see our differences, but we are so similar. I have run the US 20 got there many years, we said we are so similar. So let's not forget, like, share, and subscribe before we get lost, before we get too excited. I apologize for being away. I've been away for about a month. That was not the master plan. The master plan was to be recording a video once at least thrice in a week, but it has not happened like that. Say that many are the thoughts in a man's heart, but Lord then direct his steps. So can join me in prayer. My plans are doing 3 videos per week. Doesn't work like that. I'm sure we'll get there soon. When we do 3 videos per week. So let's hit the ground and running. Today's message titled "He who endures to the end." He who endures to the end. As most of you know that it's taken from the scripture. That's Matthew 24 verse 3. Who endures to the end? It's talking about staying power. It's easy to start something. Anybody can start something, or any fool can start something, but finishing it, continuity, finishing it, continuity. So we have what we call near success syndrome, failure at the edge of success. If you almost completed it, you didn't complete it. Let's say you're doing a 4-year course. At the second semester, something happened. Second semester of the 4th year, something happened, you didn't finish. You didn't finish. You can say, I nearly became a doctor, I nearly became a lawyer, I nearly became an accountant. If you didn't finish, you didn't finish. And in the eyes of the law or other people, you may have some knowledge, but for example, let's say you're studying medicine, which is a 6-year course, the second semester of the 6th year, so that when you dropped out, in your own eyes, you have all the knowledge up to the second semester, you just didn't graduate. But as far as I'm concerned, you're the same as someone that went to medical school. So, not just starting something, but finishing it. Another suggestion that if you want to build a house, count the costs. That you don't start and not finish. You want to go to war too, count the costs. So that if you know you cannot win the war, maybe you discuss terms of peace. And that's scripture said that he who puts his hand on the plow and look back, not feel the kingdom of heaven. I'm not to go through spiritual, but you don't need to reinvent the wheel. These scriptures, it sort of hit the nail on the top, drive the point home. I know we're a mixed multitude listening, especially being in the United Kingdom. I know there are Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, and many religions that I don't even know the name, but we want to bring everybody on board. So we just want to be focused, we just want for the determine, we just want to have stamina, we just want to have staying power. I believe there are some wrestling fans in the house. So I say I used to be a wrestling fan in the 80s, especially in the 90s, but somehow along the line, I've not watched it as much as before. You see from the wrestlers I'm going to mention, like Bret the Hitman Hart, yes, an old wrestler. Maybe the younger generation may not know him. He was my favorite wrestler of all time because he has stamina. He has staying power. He has stamina. They will beat him, but he will still stand. And I've not watched all his fights, but I only saw 2 fights that he lost clean. One was the British Bulldog, who was his brother-in-law. Most people that defeated usually cheat. He has this staying power. I really like also his staying power. Apart from the fact that he's very athletic, he's very acrobatic. He always says, I'm the best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be. One fight he didn't have was fight we talked about fight with Lex Luger, it didn't happen. Some will say he will beat himself, some will say Lex Luger will beat him. But he had this staying power, staying power, staying power, staying power. He does not give up. So already found that the time he was fighting with Bob Backlund. And Bob Backlund had this thing called the chicken wing. And he was not giving up. Yet when Bob Backlund do the chicken wing, people don't escape. When he refused to give up, the referee, his hands were almost coming out. So the referee had to stop the match. And Bob Backlund became the champion. So he has this stamina. Many of you know Hulk Hogan. Many of you old school. Hogan too has this stamina. So anybody that has stamina, I like the person, like a mentor to me. So it's good to have stamina. Start something and finish. Don't just start something and not finishing. And unfortunately, we Nigerians, we know ourselves for starting things and not finishing. Oh, no. That's just the truth. I love Nigeria. I love my country. And part of the purpose YouTube channel is for we Nigerians to make amends. There are many places you can make amends. There's this Yoruba saying that if two siblings come out of enter a room and come out smiling, they're deceiving themselves. It's like to tell us the brutal truth. Tell us the brutal truths. So we know ourselves starting and not finishing it. So that's when somebody's starting something, so Nigerians are not impressed. When you now finish it, or you're going far. So we should start something and finish it. Like, one thing called Nigeria is abandoned houses. I mean, houses being builded and stop midway. Or even some houses are just foundation. Some houses don't even get the lintel level. Some get lintel level. Some get the roof level. It is such a common thing in Nigeria, abandoned houses. People start and they don't finish. Maybe some belong to politicians, some who have some projection. He had some money, he thought to keep coming, and it just stopped. Unfortunately, many armed robbers, kidnappers, they use this uncompleted building. Like here in the UK, is either you see a completed building or you see that construction. You don't see abandoned buildings. That's the truth. You don't see abandoned buildings. Like in Abuja, where I lived for many years, some houses were abandoned. I was in Abuja, I know Abuja for so many years, about 20 years or more. Some houses were abandoned when I got there, and they're abandoned till I left. So you know what I'm talking about. So, and then another thing Nigeria is known for, we know ourselves for elephant projects, white elephant projects. A government will start a project and not complete it. Or going to start a project, the next one will not complete it. There are so many white elephant projects, abandoned projects. So, we're talking about he who endures to the end. He who endures to the end. He who endures his hand. He who endures to the end. And unfortunately, in Nigeria, there are enough unforeseen circumstances. There are enough unforeseen circumstances to make a project. I'm not talking about just a building project. Any type of project you start, there are enough unforeseen circumstances that can stop your project. Especially businesses. Government could just come with their bulldozers, destroy your building, give different excuses. So you know what I'm talking about. Some people went to square zero. Some people, all their life savings, they built a business, built a house. Government just give an excuse and bulldoze. Some people went to the early grade. Some people had high blood pressure. So, he went to the end to be safe. About 4 years ago, Paul Adefarasin was talking to his congregation. He's a senior pastor of House on the Rock. He said he has an exit plan. That was we're in 2005 now. So that's 2020. We're in 2025. That was 2021. There's an election coming in 2023, and there are a lot of fears of what could go on. There's a lot of tension. So he's telling his congregation, which he loves, that have an exit plan, have an escape plan, have a plan B. He has a plan B. And so with technology now, he can preach from anywhere in the world. He's told his congregation to have a plan B. And he said Nigerian constitution is a scam. I said Nigeria is a scam. Because the constitution holding the country together is a scam. So the constitution says we the people. But should we say that's a lie? Just some soldiers, some generals gathered some people, some lawyers, and wrote the constitution. And the constitution sort of suited themselves. And that's the constitution we are operating till now. That constitution came to place in 1999. And I think most people will agree it is flawed. It is flawed. And even those who are benefiting know it is flawed. Those that already know it is flawed. A lot of the problem, because if the right foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? A poor foundation is produce a poor house. So there are a lot of problems with that constitution, and over the years, they just pay lip service to fixing it. So this, I said, problem in Nigeria is political class. Nigerians excel all over the world. Nigeria excel in the UK, they excel in Canada, they excel in America, but the findings excel in their own place because of this constitution. It always takes to ground zero. It's like a crab that you're trying to get out of the bucket to pull you back. And that's why there's the Japa syndrome. That's why some of us had to leave the country. When we try, we resisted traveling out, but later we saw that if we have to progress, we need to travel out. Things like that. So this video went viral. That's where I'm going. 7 minutes and a few seconds. It went viral. Somebody who was not a member of the church posted it and it went viral. Online, went viral. So about a week later, I had a guest. I couldn't catch the name. This is a lawyer and an activist. I never had a joke that he's a troublemaker and put him in trouble. So he said the impact that this message went. That it got to the EU, it got to UK, it got to America. In America, it got to the Congress, it got to the State Department, it got to the executive. And even the both Democrat and Republican, they were in agreement that something was done about this constitution. So the UK called the government, Nigerian government, they must do something about this constitution. They have a relationship with us, but they can't do it. We have to do it. America says something similar. United Nations, EU says something similar. That your guns cannot solve it, our guns cannot solve it. That go back to your people, discuss, create a constitution that works. I will say that I managed my expectation because in 2021 there were enough challenges, enough problems. And I was wondering, 2023 election, how will it go? How will the pendulum swing? There's a lot of uncertainty. So I was wondering, how far can this thing go? How far can this thing go? Because if they truly write a working constitution, which people sit down and write. In 1914, the British amalgamated the northern parts, protectorates, southern protectorate without consulting us, and we go back to Nigeria. And there were many flaws. Many things are not considered. And we are not considered. We are about 276 ethnic groups, not more. People are just lumped together. Our permission was not sought. It was a British making. It has been there since 1914. And there are school of thought that said they never knew Nigeria would last this long. They thought Nigeria would break within 15 years or 100 years, whatever. It is 50 is 100, it has passed. 100 years is 2014. Some people say the constitution has expired. Different things. But if we can actually sit down and the work constitution will be a good thing. They set up a committee to travel around the country, get memoranda. And somebody who has always been against fixing the constitution was put in charge of that committee. So, and you know that we Nigerians, we have a short attention span. It was like a delay tactic. So, because long story short, your guess as good as mine, nothing good came out of it. I was wondering how far would this thing go? Later, it sort of died a natural death when we use that word. All the euphoria, all the talk about the new constitution, that's not what UK said, what US said, what EU said. It seemed anybody was like dead on arrival. No new constitution was written. If a new constitution was written, the 2023 election will have been different. I think you know what I'm saying. It will have been different. It would have been different. But it ended up being the same thing. It ended up going on the same way. Things are bad in Nigeria. I need to break it down. Things are so bad now. And what it is that, the topic is he who fights to the end. Yes, I got carried away. Please like, share, and subscribe. We have 117 subscribers. It is not good enough. It is not good enough. I believe this is a good message people need to hear. It's a good message people need to hear. Nigerians, Africans, all over the world. So we need more subscribers. So like, share, and subscribe. That's the offer we can get. That's So please like, share, and subscribe. So the message is, he who endures to the end. We should endure to the end. We fall in the wayside too quickly. And in 1993, there was a popular election. There were high hopes. It's like getting to El Dorado. They're getting to the promised land. They're getting to paradise. It was called Farewell to Poverty. It was called Hope Nigeria, Hope 93. Things were whispered was cruising to victory, and military annulled the election. There were mass movements, civil protests, but we didn't fight to the end. We let it go. And after that's like the chain reaction. It's like we went one step forward, 20 steps backward. We didn't fight to the end. I was young that time, in 93, I think I was 21. I didn't know that's how things would end. And I believe that's how things would end. Deja vu, I've seen that before. 2023 election too, there were high hopes. Many youths participated for the first time. The youths, the political class, the strongholds, the powers that be, they gave them a room for their money. They shook into the foundation. They didn't see it coming. They were talking like 4 people tweeting in a room. They called them sorts of names. It shook the whole country to the foundations. But still, it didn't fight to the end. There are many positive prophecies about the 2023 election. Good prophecies. But it turned out differently. Because, as I always say, faith without deed is dead. I said that if you want to eat a fried chicken, you can't just open your mouth and fried chicken will fall into your mouth. You have to go to the market, buy the chicken, take it home, cut it, cook it, fry it. So, people didn't fight to the end. People did not fight to the end. They had good and grace, they didn't fight to the end. They are not desperate. President who was desperate enough fought to the end, did what he could do, all his power, didn't leave any stone unturned, declared president and was sworn in as not commander-in-chief. Many people are disappointed. I remember I said they'll never contest again. Many, that was their first time they contested. We need to fight to the end. We need to learn to fight to the end. We need to learn to fight to the end. He who endures to the end will be saved. Let us not put a hand on our plow and look back. There are other examples. I was in a church many years ago back in Abuja. The pastor was preaching. So this man is a general contractor. He had friends in government, and he gets a lot of contract, and it was in money. All of a sudden, there was a change in government, and the contract ceased. What? He didn't see that coming. He didn't see that coming at all. The contract ceased, so he killed himself. Sad, true story. But on the day of his funeral, a dispatch rider came with a contract. How painful for the family. So it's like he went ahead of himself. That means contractors still keep coming. But he overcalculated it. And the pastor said that sometimes the devil amplifies some situations. They make it look worse than it is. So the pastor was trying to explain that the devil made the problem look worse than it is. That yes, it's a change of government, but that does not mean the contract will stop. And he was leaving before he became a general contractor. What with Nigeria is that they have never drained the swamp. Anytime there's a new government, still have old elements of the former government. Be it civilian change, military change, civilians, military. Even though your government criticizes the old government, you still have element of that government in the new one. So it was going ahead of itself. Now, apart from that, politicians are not solely responsible for giving out contracts. They are civil servants who are also influential. So, the dispatch rider brought a contract on the day of funeral, but it was already too late. Another one that I was told when doing multi-level marketing, our leader was just trying to encourage us that somebody was driving a car. He had an accident and his car fell down the cliff. But was able to hold the tree. But it was at night. He was able to hold the tree so it didn't fall down the cliff. And the person, and he's a Christian religious, he told the creator, that, what should I do? And his God said, just let go of the branches he's holding. If you let go of the branches, he's going to fall in the ditch and die. So throughout the night, he kept asking the creator, his God, what should I do? I've told you, let go. When it was daybreak, he found out that he was still As he held the branch of the tree, he was still on the road, close to the ditch, but not in the ditch. The car was flowing down the ditch, but he was on the road. So he left the branch. What would have happened? He was just following on the road. So he did an unnecessary night vigil. So the thing wasn't as tough as he thought. If we go by the other story, the devil made it look tougher than it was. Let us fight to the end. I have seen people giving up too easily. Just like you are swimming, someone was swimming 100 meters. He got to 50 and he swam back. He has swam 100 meters. So what shouldn't have just continued? And that's what happens to us in Nigeria. Sometimes we mock the person, but sometimes we swim 90, then swim back. That's 180. Or swim 99 and swim back. Is that not, how much is that? Is it almost 200? So let us endure to the end. Sometimes we are very, very close. We're very, very close and we just back out. He said that, I know there are married women in the house and there are nursing mothers in the house. There are mothers in the house. When the birth pain is getting more, it means the baby is about to come out. When it's going more and more to maternity, it means the EDD is closer. When I say push, 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 if you don't push, the baby will die. So we need to keep pushing. We need to keep pushing. Nigerians keep pushing. Africans keep pushing. Citizens of the world keep pushing. And political class, they know that we easily give up and they capitalize on that. They are enjoying, we are suffering. So let us push it. Then let us give up. People that know very well that I don't give up. And then people see me as crazy. But I don't give up. I don't give up. And with all humility, I mean, it's also inspiration to many people. I do not give up. It's not over until it's over. It's not over until it's over. It's not over until it's over. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. There was a story I had about the crossover service in a certain year. Few minutes, 31st December, few minutes to New Year. The crucifixion said that how many of you can still ride a car for the year end? Just about 5 minutes to New Year. How many of you believe you can ride a car for the year end? So a few people came out. And the other people were wondering, these people are mad now. Where are you going to get a car 5 minutes to New Year? Are you crazy? Not only the pastor came with some cars. He came with some cars and he gave them the keys. Don't you see that? Other people have been looking, oh, I should have come out. I mean, for them, if you want to send them, come out, come out, come out, come out. Even though they came out, they may say, am I crazy? But let me just have faith. So, endure to the end. Don't give up. Don't give up. Push to the end. It's never too late. It's not over until it's over. As long as there is life, there is hope. Let us, Nigerians, push. Africans, push. People of the world, push. God has a plan for we Nigerians, but we usually give up. Push, push, push to the end. He who endures to the end will be saved. Once again, like, share, and subscribe. I hope it doesn't take too long. I hope it doesn't take another month before I shoot another video. So this is Adebola Arojesu. See you in the next video. Bye.